teenager, Hazel Grace Lancaster is living with thyroid cancer that has spread to her lung. Struggling with her diagnosis and feeling increasingly isolated, Hazel's mother, concerned that Hazel might be depressed, insists that she attend a weekly support group for cancer patients. At the group, Hazel meets Augustus Gus Waters, who is attending in support of his friend Isaac, who is battling eye cancer. Gus, a charming and witty young man, lost a leg to bone cancer but is now in remission. Though they come from different worlds, Hazel and Gus form an instant connection, bonding over their shared love of literature and their mutual understanding of living with illness. They agree to read each other's favorite book. Gus gives Hazel a novel called The Prince of Dawn, while Hazel introduces Gus to An Imperial Affliction, a book about a cancer-stricken girl named Anna. The story mirrors Hazel's own experience, but ends abruptly, leaving many unanswered questions. The author, Peter Van Houten, disappeared from public life after the novel's publication and has not been heard from since. Weeks later, Gus surprises Hazel with exciting news. He has tracked down Van Houten's assistant, Litovij, and has been corresponding with the reclusive author via email. The emails suggest that Van Houten is willing to answer their questions, but only in person. Determined to get answers, Gus arranges a trip to Amsterdam, funded by a charity for wish fulfillment. Despite a medical setback, Hazel's doctors eventually clear her to go. Upon arriving in Amsterdam, Gus takes Hazel to a romantic dinner where he confesses his love for her. The next day, they visit Van Houten's house, only to be devastated to discover that the author is an angry, bitter alcoholic who insults them. They learn that the emails they received were actually from Litovij, who had arranged the meeting without Van Houten's consent. Van Houten cruelly mocks Hazel for seeking answers from a work of fiction and belittles her illness. Heartbroken and disillusioned, Hazel and Gus leave the residence, but Litovij, sympathetic to their disappointment, invites them to spend the day sightseeing in Amsterdam. They visit the Anne Frank house, and it is there, in a moment of quiet intimacy, that Hazel and Gus share their first kiss. Later, in the privacy of Gus's hotel room, their relationship deepens, and they lose their virginity to each other. The next day, Gus reveals that his cancer has returned and has metastasized, meaning it is now terminal. The news shatters Hazel, but she supports him as best as she can. When they return to Indianapolis, Gus's health continues to decline rapidly. Gus invites Hazel and Isaac to his pre-funeral, where he asks them to deliver eulogies. In her heartfelt speech, Hazel tells Gus that she would not trade their brief time together for anything, and that their love was worth every moment, no matter how short it was. Gus passes away 8 days later. At Gus's funeral, Van Houten unexpectedly shows up, revealing that Gus had demanded his attendance. The author apologizes for his earlier cruelty and explains that An Imperial Affliction was inspired by his own daughter, Anna, who tragically died of leukemia at a young age. As a final gesture, Van Houten hands Hazel a crumpled piece of paper, which she initially discards in the car. Later, Isaac tells her that the paper is a letter from Gus, asking Van Houten to help him write a eulogy for Hazel. Hazel reads the letter, where Gus expresses his acceptance of his fate and declares his undying love for her. After finishing the letter, she lies on the lawn in her backyard, gazing up at the stars, a contented smile on her face, knowing that their love, though brief, was something worth cherishing forever.
That's a wrap for this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any future uploads. Also, follow me on Instagram to stay updated on upcoming videos, get exclusive sneak peeks, and be the first to know what's coming next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.